Thank you very much. Mr. President ISOC, Commodore said something that is very important and you should hear. And that is that ISOC should organize itself to be a brokerage or recruitment agency for cyber intelligent young men and women who want to earn good money by working undercover for our government. That has been my dream. And coming out of the horse's mouth this morning, let us run with it. We cannot be more secure than security. In fact, our police friends will tell you that if you see somebody suspicious, you don't call us. Please don't call us when your things are stolen. So you are the best police for your own property. So a round of applause for our friends in the police force. I'd like to move now to Mrs. Uduma. If I allow her work with the jottings she has, we won't leave here today. So I will constrain you a bit, and you can feel free to go out of the constraint within the time. But the constraint has only to do with what you should say. Any other thing you say is acceptable. The internet should be for everyone. Everybody should have access to the internet. And people should not have to spend their life savings or the money for drugs on the internet. Some years ago, a Christian mission was helping people who are sick in the hospital. So they go to the hospital and give them money to buy drugs. So the nurses called one of them to say, this man's drug has finished. So they went, they said, okay, but we gave you 15,000 yesterday to buy drugs. He said, yes, my children have no food. So I sent 12,000 naira home. I only used the remaining 3,000 to buy the drugs. That is the one that finished. So the internet should not be something that we spend our life savings because we want to be on the internet. So what are the issues around universal access? What are the regulatory challenges? And what is preventing us from having internet for all now? Why is the internet not recognized as being vital to us, just like oxygen? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to the organizers and congratulations to our new executive for the ISOC. And my jottings are for my personal information, because good points have been made by everybody that has spoken here. Now, we will be looking at accessibility, availability, and affordability. That's how I look at the question. Accessibility, sometimes we have access in the sense that we have operators and stakeholders and participants in the ecosystem that will provide access. But how affordable is the access is the question. And for us in Nigeria, I think we should have to look at policies that will enable this access to be affordable and to be available. Availability is like, at the time, this one was not, we couldn't use it. It wasn't available for us to use. Why? Because the power did what? Went out of this place, so we couldn't. So even when there's access, when it's not available, you cannot be on the internet. That's what we have been experiencing. But the good news is this: just because Nigeria liberalized its, let me call it ICT now, because the thin line had blurred between IT services and telecom services. And we can see that a lot of participants are there now that would provide access at lower, medium, and highest level. So those that want to consume big bandwidth will be looking for big access. Those that want to consume the medium one can take the medium. But the lowest ones are the ones that we are concerned about. Why are some neglected? Why are some forgotten? The guy that goes to the refuge dump to go scavenge, if he has access, can he turn what he's doing to a business, a worldwide business? Can it be seen on the net? So we found out that from the last publication or the last statistics from NCC, those on internet, we have over 40% of Nigerians or access to the internet. It might not be physically number of Nigerians, but it might be the number of people that have registered to be on the internet. So we must encourage the policies that will enable the access. We have access, it will be available, and it will be affordable. And how can we do this? ISOC and all of us that are part of the participant and stakeholder in the ecosystem must engage the policymakers, the legislative, and the private sector to be able to consider those on the lower level. This is what we should be doing. So I'm so happy that we are reinventing the ISOC or re-energizing the ISOC, because ISOC is a platform where we can use to engage those that will bring up policies. We engage the National Assembly, we engage the regulators, we engage the ministry, which is the policy maker, so that we could get access and make it available and at affordable rates. A for AI, the foundation, A for AI, they came up with a theory that says that, well, they call it 2 to 1, that 2 gigabits should not cost more than 1% of the income of an average person, worldwide, including Nigeria. So if we join hands to engage those that will make it happen, then we can see it that everybody will be on the internet. NCC has what it calls adapt project. NIDA has what it calls the knowledge access, and even the Ministry of Communication. These things are not working because they are top down instead of bottom up. If they were bottom up, that you come to a community and ask them, what do you need in terms of access? They will tell you what they need. And when you bring in those computers and whatever internet access, they will be able to manage it and say, okay, since you are brought to our village or our community, let's see how we can partner with you and make sure that this thing is working. I run a community communication center done by NCC. The strategy, the model is flawed.